Good morning. Here we discuss about pressure correction term involved in the Van der Waals equation. A molecule in the interior of a gas is attracted by other molecules on all sides. These attractive forces cancel out. But a molecule about to strike the wall of the vessel is attracted by molecules on one side only. That is, the molecule in the bulk experience no resultant attractive force because there is the attraction is uniform in nature by other molecules. So it's cancel out each other. Whereas in the case of molecules at walls of the container feels the attraction of the bulk of other molecules which are behind it. Consequently, it feels a resultant inward pull. Hence, it will strike the wall of the container only with a correspondingly lower velocity and will contribute only a correspondingly lower pressure than it would have done in the absence of intermolecular force of attraction. Therefore, the actual pressure of the gas will be less than the ideal pressure. That is, PR represents real pressure, PI represents ideal pressure. PR is equal to PI minus a correction term, or PI is equal to PR plus correction term. This correction term depends on the force of attraction between gas molecules. Here, two types of molecules involved in the correction term, that is, this is our walls of the container and this is the molecule going to strike on the walls of the container, that is A type molecule. And another type of molecules, B type molecules. B type molecules, they pulled inward and reduces the velocity of A and causes the decrease of pressure. So, the correction term depends on concentration of number of molecules per unit volume. That is number of molecules per unit volume. That is our number density. The net force of attraction is therefore proportional to concentration of A-type molecules. That is Ca, concentration of A-type molecules, and also of B-type molecules. Of course, the number of molecules, B-type molecules, will be higher than number of A-type molecules. Here A-type molecules indicates the molecules going to collide the walls of the container. B-type molecules indicates the molecules which offers inward pull. Then we can write this pressure is directly proportional to their number density. Number of molecules divided by volume into number of molecules divided by volume. Here 2 times number density multiplied due to the representation of A-type molecules and B-type molecules. In total, we can write pressure correction term is equal to a proportionality constant A into N square divided by V square, where N is the total number of gas molecules in volume V and A is Van der Waals constant or proportionality constant, and it is characteristic of the gas. Thus, the pressure correction term is P is corrected as P plus AN square divided by V square for N moles of gas. Then total Van der Waals equation can be written as P plus AN square divided by V square into V minus NB is equal to nRT. That is modified gas equation, and this is known as Van der Waals equation. Then what are the units of Van der Waals constants? We know that Van der Waals equation is P plus AN square divided by V square into V minus NV is equal to nRT. The pressure correction term is AN square divided by V square must have the same unit of pressure. Thus, the unit of A can be calculated as unit of A into mole square, that is the unit of number of moles, divided by meter cube whole square. Here meter cube is the unit of volume. That is equal to unit of pressure, that is Newton per meter square. From this equation we can calculate unit of A by equating unit of A equal to Newton meter raised to minus 2 into meter raised to 6 into mole raised to minus 2, which is equal to Newton meter raised to 4 mole raised to minus 2. That is our unit of A. Or it can be written as Pascal meter raised to 6 into mole raised to minus 2, where Pascal is equal to Newton per meter square. So the unit of A in SI unit is Newton meter raised to 4 mole raised to minus 2, or Pascal meter raised to 6 mole raised to minus 2. Then what is the unit of B? Volume correction term NB must have the same unit as volume. So the unit of B can be calculated as mole into unit of B is equal to meter cube, where meter cube is the unit of volume, mole is the unit of number of moles. Then unit of B is equal to meter cube into mole raised to minus 1. That is the unit of B. Next is applicability of Van der Waals equation in explaining real gas behavior. We know that Van der Waals equation for 1 mole of a gas equal to P plus A by V square into V minus B equal to RT, where N equal to 1. This equation can be rearranged into PV minus PB plus A by V minus AB by V square equal to RT by opening these two brackets. On rearranging this equation, we can write PV is equal to RT plus PB minus A by V plus AB by V square. Then at low pressure condition, what will happen to this equation? What will be the value of Z? At low pressure, volume will be large. Then PB and AB by V square terms can be neglected at low pressure. So this equation will converted into PV is equal to RT minus A by V, or PV by RT is equal to 1 minus A by VRT. We know that PV by RT equal to Z. So Z equal to 1 minus A by VRT. Z is thus lower than unity by the factor A by VRT. As P gradually increases, V volume will decreases and A by V RT term increases. So, with increase in pressure, Z value will lower. This explains the initial dip in the Z versus P curve for most gases at normal temperatures. That is familiar with that curve is familiar with us. Z versus P plots. The initial dip can be explained by this equation. Then at high pressure, volume will be small and the volume correction term B assumes importance. However, the terms A by V and AB by V square becomes more or less equal in magnitude, and being of opposite sign, these terms cancel out each other and equation 1 reduces to PV is equal to RT plus PB, or PV by RT is equal to 1 plus PB divided by RT, or Z is equal to 1 plus PB by RT. Thus, Z is greater than unity by the factor PB by RT. As pressure increases, PB by RT also increases. So, the value of Z rises and reaches values much above unity at very high pressure. This explains the rising part of the Z versus P plots for gases. We see in the case of hydrogen and helium, Z always increases as pressure increases. This can be explained using this equation. At high pressure, volume will be small. Then these two terms can be neglected and the equation will be PV is equal to RT plus PB. Then Z will be always greater than 1. Then at very low pressures, volume is very large. Then the factors PB, A by V and AB by V square, all the three terms become very negligible. Then the equation will converted into PV is equal to RT at very low pressure. That is the ideal gas behavior. That is, a real gas approaches ideal behavior at a very low pressure. Then at high temperatures. When temperature is high, volume is large. So, both the correction terms B and A by V square and A by V will be negligibly small. Then the Van der Waals equation reduces to PV is equal to RT. That is our ideal behavior, which means at high temperature, real gas approaches ideal behavior. Then what is the significance of Van der Waals constants A and B? The pressure correction term involves the constant A, which is a measure of intermolecular force of attraction present in the gas. Therefore, it indicates greater the value of A of a gas, the stronger the intermolecular forces of attraction present in it, and greater is the EC of its liquefaction. So, if the value of A is greater, liquefaction will be easy. Then what is the significance of the term B that is involved in the volume correction term? The effective volume B, as larger the value of B of a gas, indicates larger volume of the gas molecules. That is the larger size of the molecules. That is the significance of the van der Waals constants. And of course, this van der Waals equation is superior to the ideal gas equation in explaining the behavior of real gases. It does not reproduce the exact behavior of real gases at all conditions. It has also limitations. This is mainly because the van der Waals constants A and B are not exact constants for a gas. They will vary with the temperature. So, the van der Waals equation also has limitations. That's about van der Waals equations. Thank you.